Welcome friends. So this is something question which has been asked in these exams earlier, NMTC level 2, RMO, CAT and JEE Advanced. Actually it is a question of a quartic polynomial. In fact now polynomial is over, we are talking about the roots, that means theory of equation. So we are starting with the quartic case. Looking at here, you can see that it is not a quartic, but when we solve it, it will come to quartic. Quartic means powerful. Very important question. As I told that it has come earlier in this kind of exam. Along with that, I can suggest that you can expect this question in, say, one exam is there that is conducted by IIM Indore, that is IPM, quite famous. IIM Indore and IIM Rohtak for their 5-year sandwich program, dual degree. So you can expect in that also. So let us start with this question. We will see that how we can work on this. Very good question. Requires lots of concept. In fact, I will try to solve this question in not exactly in 2-3 ways, but one way, but we can support it from the other two approaches. So let us start with this. I hope that the first step everyone got, that is x should be shifted to the other side. So it will be 3 plus root x is equal to 3 minus x. 3 plus root x is equal to 3 minus x. And the next step is to squaring. Next step is to squaring. So when I will square it out, I am getting it 3 plus root x is equal to 3 minus x the whole square. 3 minus x the whole square. Now what could be the next step? We will just solve this with an identity a minus b whole square, and then this 3 shifted to the other side. So 3 square minus 2 into 3 into x plus x square. Fine, and then this 3 is also shifted to the other side, so root x will be equal to, and then minus 3 here. So I am getting it root x is equal to, finally it is x square, writing in that form, and this is 6x minus 6x, and 9 minus 3 is plus 6. Fine, so I am getting finally it is like root x. You can just cross check because it's a big question, so there shouldn't be any mistake in the beginning. So it is root x is equal to 3 plus root x is equal to this. Squaring both sides gives me this 3 minus x whole square. Root x is then subtracted 3. So a minus b whole square identity. I got it like 9 minus 3 as plus 6 x square and minus 6x. Again squaring. So I am getting it x is equal to x square minus 6x plus 6 whole square. So I can get it quickly, but I am just solving it for your convenience in a slow way. A plus b plus c whole square identity we can use. So it will give me x is equal to x power 4 plus 36 x square plus 36 minus 2ab is minus 2 into x square into 6x. Minus 2bc is minus 2 into 6x into 6, and plus 2ac will be 2x square into 6. So basically when you just simplify it, I am writing it here, x will be equal to x power 4 plus 36x square plus 36x square plus 36. Then it is 6 2s are 12 minus 12x cube. Then it is 6 6s are 36, 36 2s are 72x, that is minus 72x, and finally it is 6 2s are 12x square, so plus 12x square. That is something we are getting. Now the final step to simplify in a quartic form, I already told that it will be a quartic equation. So x power 4 minus 12x cube, check out this 36x square plus 12x square, so it is 48x square. Now x is this side, so I need to shift this x to the other side. Check this out, it is minus 72x, and this x will go to the other side, so that will be minus 73x, and it is plus 36. and of course everything is on that side, so the other side will be 0. Other side will be 0. Fine. So let us think about it. What we can have? The one approach which we always check out is 1 or minus 1. Whether 1 is one of the 0 or minus 1. Before jumping to our Descartes rule of sign. So first check out for 1. So I will go with the sum. So it is 1 minus 12 plus 48 minus 73 plus 36. So I will go with 48 plus 36, that is 84. 84 plus 1 is 85. And yes, 12 and 73 sums to 85 minus 85, so we are getting it 0. So finally we can conclude that one of the 0 of this polynomial is 1. So this is a big quadratic equation, biquadratic or quartic equation, and one of the 0 I got it as 1. Now 3 more zeros are left. So let me just rub this out. Let me just rub this out. We will just write it again because it may require a little more step. So that means if I use synthetic division method, so what I am going to get, if I just take out 1 as one of the 0, then it will be 1 minus 12, 48 minus 73 plus 36. This way, 1 drop down, 1 ones are 1s, addition of 2 is minus 11, 1s are minus 11, this is 37, 37 ones are 37, then you are getting minus 36 here, minus 36 ones are minus 36, when you sum out, yes, of course you should get 0. So basically, if I have to factorize it, I can say that the factors are x minus 1 because of this, into it is x cube minus 11x square plus 37x minus 36 and whole equal to 0. Now it's a big deal. How to crack this? How to crack this? If you try, you will get, I don't know, you will get answer and how much time it will take, that you can check out. So here if I observe this, or if I observe this, we will talk about Descartes rule of sign. So we have one positive, 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 we have this one to be simplified. So yeah, plus minus, minus plus, plus minus, minus plus. So it seems that all the 4 zeros will be positive because these are the case maximum. So either 2 positive 0 and 2 imaginary 0, no negative 0 we are getting. So out of that 1 positive 0 we already got. So there should be 1 more positive 0. Now that's why this question is asked in those big exam. Generally when this kind of question asked in mains and advanced kind of exam, there are 2 types of questions they can ask. One is find the value of x, that is solve this equation. Other is find the number of real zeros. Find the number of real zeros. So I got 1 0 right now, that is x is equal to 1. Now in order to check other 0, as I told in the beginning that I can have 2 or 3 more cases, 2 more approaches for this. So we got this and then we will just check out for this. Consider this to be an assignment. You can try to factorize this because in the earlier video we have done so many cases. Try to do that. We already used the Descartes rule of sign. We conclude that there should be 2 positive and of course 2 will be imaginary. Why 2 positive confirmed? Because I already got 1 positive, so there should be another positive. But let us follow some other approach for this. So this is approach 1. We got one solution, that is x is equal to 1. So let me just rewrite it again. So it is 3 plus root x here, and it was I was getting it under root of this, and it is 3 minus x. 3 minus x, something like that I was getting. Now let me think about the second approach. I am using the second approach with this original equation. Now we got x is equal to 1. Suppose x is having value greater than 1. So in that case, what will happen to x plus 3 plus root x? Fine, x plus under root of 3 plus root x. If x is having value greater than 1. So what will happen here? This is greater than 1. So I am getting an answer which is greater than 1, 1.1. Under root of 1.1 of course is greater than 1, and 3 plus that will be definitely, after solving under root, will be greater than 2. I guess you are getting this. Other than root x, we are getting a number greater than 1. So 3 plus greater than 1 is greater than 4 in total. So under root of greater than 4 will be greater than 2. So that is greater than 2, and x greater than 1 gives a little bigger value than 1. So greater than 1 plus greater than 2 will give me an answer greater than 3. Will give me an answer greater than 3. I will not get equal to 3. So any value greater than 1 will give me an answer greater than 3. So I am not getting anything equal to 3. Now what could be the another case? Because x equal to 1 is already the solution. X greater than 1 or x less than 1 is another case. X less than 1 is another case. So let us try with that. If x is less than 1, so what will happen to this? So x is less than 1, so root x will be less than 1. Root x will be less than 1, and 3 plus a value less than 1 means in total it will be less than 4. So under root of less than 4 is less than 2. So my answer for this will be less than 2, and x is already less than 1. So a number less than 1 plus a number less than 2 add up to give number less than 3. It will add up to give number less than 3. It's very tricky, but you can follow this at many times. So one thing is clear, x greater than 1 gives me answer greater than 3, x less than 1 gives me answer less than 3. So I am not getting equal to 3 at all. So that means I have just one solution for this relation. I have just one solution. I can't have more than one solution. Fine, so that is one way we can conclude that out of the 4 solutions expected, we are getting just one solution. Now there is one more approach through which we can confirm it. That I hope that all students don't know. Here I am using calculus. To be precise, derivative. I am using derivative. Application of derivative I am using. There is one application of derivative, that is increasing function. So if the derivative, if I took the derivative of the given function, if it is increasing, so what will happen? We will see that. So let me take down this to be my function, this to be my function. So what is that function? Say f of x is equal to x, or I can say this second one. So I can take this and this to be equal to say f of x or say y, whatever it is. And I will just first work on this. So what is f dash of x? That means I am taking the derivative of this. Fine. Whoever knows about the derivative, they can get the derivative of this very quickly. It is 1 upon 2 times under root of 3 plus root x, and it is in the numerator it is 1 upon 2 root x. So further simplification is 1 upon 4 root x, 1 upon 4 root x into 3 plus root x. That is something you are getting. That is something you are getting. F dash of x, that is the derivative. Now just see, put down the different cases of x and we will see what will happen. So suppose if I took x greater than 0, x positive, so obviously root x will be positive only. Root x will be positive and 3 plus positive. 3 plus positive will be again giving me positive. So my complete denominator is positive. So since the derivative of the given function is positive, so we can conclude that it is an increasing function. It is an increasing function. Derivative is positive, that is something increasing and decreasing function of the application of derivative part. I am just pulling it from there. So that means derivative is positive, that means that it is an increasing function. So increasing function and it's if I just check out this as this, we have taken this 3 plus root x, so it won't be a linear case. It is not a linear expression. So its graph is not a straight line. Its graph will be curved. So suppose the increasing function 3 plus root x, under root of 3 plus root x is having this as the curve. Fine. What about 3 minus x? F of x is equal to 3 minus x. That is the second function. 3 minus x is a decreasing function. How? Put down x is equal to 1. Or you can take derivative also. If you took derivative of this function, f of x is equal to this. So f dash of x you are going to get minus 1. And your derivative is negative, that means it is a decreasing function. Rather you can also try just by observing, if put x is equal to 1 you will get answer 2, if x is equal to 2 you will get answer 1. So that means increasing the value of x decreases the function's value, so it is a decreasing function. And yes, I can simply say that this is a linear function, so it should have a straight line. So we already got x is equal to 1, so this straight line is something like this, a decreasing function. So an increasing function and decreasing function meets only at one point. It won't meet more than one point, it meets only at one point, an increasing and the decreasing function. So with that I can conclude that the intersection of these two curves is just one point. It means this quadratic equation has just one zero. So in the kind of exam which I have mentioned, it has been asked in two ways. One is solve it for x, that is the answer. Another is how many real solutions you are getting. And JEE Advanced always ask question like this: how many real solutions? Mains and advanced. So again you will get one real solution. Fine. I hope this is fine. And this question you can just think about it. Very good. I have given two more approaches, but that supports this only. It's not that three different types of solution. Two more approaches that support this. So you can pause the video, you can do it earlier yourself, and after that you can revise those two other concepts. Now I will take one more example here, because these are all very big examples, so it will take lots of time. And this example is again came in CAT. This example is again came in CAT, and it came in mains, JEE mains, few years back. So let me take now that example: x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 4, x minus 8 is equal to 10x square. Is equal to 10x square. I have seen this question in KVPY also. KVPY Essay 2, that is second 12th standard, and I guess it came in either NDA or CDS, somewhere it came. Okay, very good question, you would have a habit of solving such kind of question, I hope, if picking up two brackets in such a way that we are getting some common. Fine, so let us try that approach only. But see here, if you pick up any two brackets, you will not get x square term and the x term to be common. What I think that if I multiply this 2 and multiply this 2, so in that case it will give you x square minus 9x plus 8, and here this 2 x square minus 8x plus 8 is equal to 10x square. So here you are getting not x square and x term common, but x square and constant term common. X square and constant term common. That is something you are getting here. But don't jump immediately. We will use that, because what happens, see, now I will tell you where student got stuck. They can do this, but after that immediately the moment they saw x square plus 8, they will substitute it with their whatever alphabet they like with that. So again there will be, see, x and that alphabet. So then again you have two alphabet. So you have to think in such a manner that you left with one alphabet only, that is x or whatever it is variable, and you are solving that, because that could be possible. One equation and two unknown. We are not talking about Diophantine equation right now, we will see it later. But in order to solve this question, don't directly jump to substitute it. What is my approach? My approach is I will divide both the side by x square. I will divide both the side by x square, but dividing by x square on this side is distributed here x and here x. Again x square, because there is a multiplication sign. So x square, and here directly we will get 10. Now just see what I am doing, dividing by x, so it is this upon this. So by your bifurcation it is x minus 9, or let me just bring 8 upon x close, x plus 8 upon x minus 9, and here I have x plus 8 upon x minus 8. That seems little better. Fine, I think it is little better. Now the next step is, now you can substitute, because it's just one variable. So can I call it, say, y? So y minus 9, y minus 8 is equal to 10. That's the beauty. So that I think we can get it. Y square minus 17y plus 72 and minus 10, so plus 62 is equal to 0. Something like that. Fine. Y minus 9, y minus 8 is equal to 10. So y square minus, yeah, 17 is correct, and it is plus 62. Perfectly correct. Fine. Now we can solve this. Split is not possible because 62 case is possible only with 2 and 31, because 2 and 31 being prime further cannot be worked out. So split is not possible. So what we can do is we can go with the formula method, and formula method everyone knows, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 gives a solution x1 and x2 as minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So I am quickly getting the answer for y. So that gives me y is equal to, so minus b will be 7 minus 17, so minus b will be 17 plus or minus, this is minus 17 square, minus 4ac is 4 into a is 1, c is 62, and upon 2a is 2. So I am getting it 17 plus or minus 17 square is 289, and this is coming to be 248. So this is 289 and 248. Fine. So it is coming to be finally 41. Something like that. 41 or something else. If there is any mistake, you can just cross check a little bit. X square minus 9x plus 8, x square minus it is 6x. I got it wrong in the beginning itself. It is 6x, sorry. So it is minus 6 here. It is minus 6 here. Sorry. It is minus 6 here. So it will give me minus 15. And it is 44. It is 44. Fine. Okay. So we don't require this. Sorry, my mistake. So we can directly get the solution of this as y minus 4 and y minus 11 is equal to 0. Quadratic solving. Fine, we have seen it in the earlier video. So y is done. Now it is x plus 8 upon x. Now I am resubstituting. So first is y is equal to 4, and then second case is y is equal to 11. So that y is equal to 11, I will take it here. So y is equal to 11. Now y is equal to 4 and y is equal to 11 are the two cases we are getting. First deal with y is equal to 4. So what is y? X plus 8 upon x is equal to 4. So it is x square. I am doing the cross and the converting into quadratic. So it is 4x shifted plus 8 is equal to 0. Now here we can go with that quadratic formula. So x has two values, x1 and x2. That is minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a upon 2a, and this is something I am getting 4 plus or minus, this is 16 minus 32, so that is I am getting 16 minus 32 is minus 16, so minus 16 will give me 4i upon 2. So basically when I took common, so it is 2 plus or minus 2i. 2 plus or minus 2i. So that is something the answer I am getting. Second is this. Y is equal to 11, so that is x plus 8 upon x is equal to 11. So again it is x square minus 11x plus 8 is equal to 0, a quadratic conversion. Now again using the formula, so x3 and x4 I will take because x1 and x2 will 2. So it is 11 plus or minus 11 square minus 4 into 8 into 1 upon 2. So when I solve this, I will get 11 plus or minus 121 minus 32. 121 minus 32 is 89 upon 2. So that is something the answer I am getting. So I am getting two positive root, two real root and two unreal root. Fine. Now if we go back to our original equation, so that relation was x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 4, x minus 8 is equal to 10x square. And when we have solved that, so we got some quadric relation. So when you just see the Descartes rule on that quadric relation, you will observe that you will get two roots which are positive and two roots which are imaginary. You are not going to get any negative root, so we can confirm it. See, 11 plus root 89 upon 2 is of course positive, and 11 minus root 89 upon 2 is also positive because root 89 is in between 9 and 10. So 11 minus anything less than 10 is positive, so upon 2. So we are getting two positive root, and of course we are getting two imaginary root. So that also follows the Descartes rule. So I hope that this is fine. This is a very good question. We can expect again, if in the exam it comes, it is not necessary they will ask you to solve it for x. They can ask you how many real solution. So accordingly you can say that there are two real solution, and to be precise, both the real solution are positive. Both the roots are positive, even though they are irrational. Hope this is fine. Thank you.